Hi, I'm Sally Wachter, and the members of my audience today are Scott.
Hi.
Matthew.
Hi.
Benjamin.
Hi.
And Daniel.
Hi.
My purpose statement is, my specific purpose is to inform my audience of the impact of coworker incivility on job retention. You just started a new job. You're excited, you're nervous, and a little overwhelmed. You don't know any of the people, you don't know the routines, and you don't know where anything is located. Your hope is that your new coworkers are going to come to your rescue and guide you along the way. But instead, to your dismay, you're met with eye-rolling and intimidation. And eventually, you begin to feel isolated. And you learn that it's easier to just figure out things on your own. But today, I'm going to talk to you about coworker incivility and its impact on job retention. I've had personal experience with this issue. This is the reason I left my last job. There are 3 employee retention outcomes that I'm going to focus on. These 3 employee outcomes are job satisfaction, productivity, and turnover intentions. The first employee outcome is job satisfaction. When employees are treated with uncivil behavior, they report a lower job satisfaction. I'm not talking about workplace violence. I'm talking about just day-to-day workplace incivilities. A study published in Office Pro magazine by a University of Michigan researcher, Lilia Cortina, explains that some of these behaviors can be receiving nasty notes, name calling, your credibility being undermined, childlike treatment, and exclusion. Many of these behaviors are passive aggressive, but they are very damaging. Employees tend to withdraw from their jobs through tardiness, absenteeism, and just not working very hard any longer. This leads me to my second employee outcome. The second employee outcome is productivity. Counterproductive work behaviors are employee behaviors that can be harmful to the intentions of the organization. These behaviors are not always intentional. Emotions tend to go hand in hand with behavioral engagement. In the Academy of Management Journal, 2007, researchers Porath and Erez found that being the victim of rudeness can impair your cognitive skills. Victims of incivility tend to prolong and put off tasks just to avoid these negative interactions with these coworkers. Employees who experience incivility also report lower levels of job commitment. And in fact, some of these employees leave the jobs just to get away from this behavior. This leads me to the third employee outcome. The third employee outcome is turnover intentions. A study found in the Journal of Occupational Health Psychology, 2012, by Kenji Sakurai, Doctor of Philosophy at Bowling Green State University, reports that many employees do not make formal complaints for fear that the retaliation of the instigator or that the organization itself will not be very responsive to these low intensity behaviors. Eventually, these negative emotions build up in the victim, and they are seen as a potential injury or threat to this person's psychological well-being. This often leads to the voluntary turnover of the employee. So what I have shared with you today are 3 retention employee outcomes. These employee outcomes are job satisfaction, productivity, and turnover intentions. This is not a small problem, and it's growing. Pearson and Porath's 2009 book, The Cost of Bad Behavior, tells us that 95% of the workforce reported experiences of incivility among coworkers. The effects of coworker incivility on an organization's employee retention rate is significant. It is very significant. And you could actually be the next victim. Thank you.